elected plus let's create and NPC. So plus 3. ABC and PCL. And SP. Now, of those there, how many are in the city? How many are here in the class? How many are there? As a good example, yes, not that much. The only way. It's actually the other players here. Because that is just a city. Let me example, but someone's going to confirm. Yes, right? So for the vice mayor, it's the someone's vice mayor. For the vice mayor, only 2. Councilor, Jerry, UI, Jerry, G or Jerry? Okay, me and Robert, and the ABCs and the SK are not here. They're not here. They have not shown up in any of the government offices. No one has not shown up in any in City Hall. It's not shown up.
Also the others.
Yeah, all the rest of the
Except my wife.
is she a councilor? So there's 3.
Yeah, she can have a lot here.
Oh,
If
no, I mean,
except if it's a home resolution, that's what the thing is for discussing. If it's a resolution, it's a resolution. It's a
no, it's not. It's more than just a resolution. It's the function of the local government. They all have their heads of committees, their heads of. In other words, you as mayor, we have to talk straight like that. You as mayor, you say that you have a functioning local government.
very minimal.
Still very important. Okay. So in the councillors, out of 10, only 2 are inside. Okay. Out of your department heads, how many are on site?
On site, start to report on
That's what I'm saying. So if you have a function, let's say under the QC framework, you're the first responder. Okay, so the first question is you have to make an assessment. When the president was here last Saturday, you will say, Mashallah, and so as of today, you are a leader of the process. And we need it in a very clear declarative sense.
Okay. It's minimum function because some of our resources are also obligated to the national government, like our cards, and we call them all our cards. And cards of different agencies, we call them this, like you get me driver of government.
So number 2, so how many cars are actually counted?
Okay, so, well, offhand, I can just say that is half. Which is about 20. About 20.
20 cars are out.
Are in half.
Of which
I'm sorry. In half.
yeah, you said that you cannot function.
It's not that we cannot function. We just need to get those funds so we can start functioning.
No, understand that. But functioning as an LGU is more than just your cars. Let's start with your person, with your organizational setup. How many of your department heads? Where's the city engineer?
The city engineer was within this morning and we were feeling great.
So the city engineer is
present. General services is present.
okay.
The planning is present.
Okay.
The city legal, we only have the OIC for the city. The city administrator is here. The city treasurer is present. The personnel is also present. The HR is present. And the department of the seasonal office is also present. Doctors and it's very functional. Very functional. It's also functional.
So how many of these departments actually have a functioning office?
The department of the social welfare is functional. The engineering.
Can you put a percent? Can you just put a percentage for each one? So For example, let's start with you, city administrator. Out of your familia, out of your resources, out of everything, what percent are you functioning? The point is, in response to the how are you able to respond? Because under our law, the system is the city government that is the first responder. We're supposed to be aiding you. Okay? Meanwhile, our trucks are delivering goods, etc., etc. But as far as the city is concerned, are you functioning with that? I'm not talking about normal cars. I'm talking about
if we can handle this crisis logistically, it's impossible. We cannot handle that. We cannot retrieve those bodies. It's already 1 week. With all your people here, we won't be able to process the bodies. 100 bodies per hour.
This is not a finger pointing.
It's an exercise. The enormous.
I understand. Because since you cannot pass a resolution, then the other option only is the dream C mechanism, where the national government takes over, as your lawyer, city administrator. But for the national government to take over, there has to be a reason. You have to. You can make a resolution.
The secretary has to not find
No, you have to understand, we're talking very straight here. You have to understand, you don't want this. The president is a taquillo. So he's being in just taking over because he does not want anything to be misconstrued. Your congressman said, please take over, please take care of
Media, ma'am.
the
From the
We want
city.
to know very clearly what you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, we need to see the
Okay, sir.
what the city, what the city is the first one.
Bakit, ma'am?
Ay, hindi pa nag-usap pa rin sila. Hindi yung pwedeng pre-meeting mo. Patay niya.
So the point is from this point of view, it's a neighborhood. The city, you're the chairman, okay, you're the chairman of the City Peace and Order Council. So as the chairman of the City Peace and Order Council, many people showing up. Can you function?
Can we
Exercise
function in terms of security and
Okay, so put that down. You have to build a case so that you convince the president that, okay, to exercise his takeover provision. That's the point. Otherwise, if you're not prepared to build a case, then you also will not. You don't have a resolution, you don't have the jure situation.
What I'm trying to understand is our situation, we're under we're under crisis like this. And what has taken over this operation is the national disaster management.
We've taken over the fact. We are now looking at the jure situation. For example, when we start talking this, I mean, they also, the policemen also did not show up on day one, but now they're starting to show up and they're saying, no, we can handle this. So you have to say where you are and you have to make a judgment. Because there's your council, your legislature is not present.
There is a solution requires to just form it.
Oh, you want but you have to follow majority. You have to follow majority of your council and your what's the problem? Quorum is majority present.
You're saying, so you want us to form a quorum for a state of emergency?
No, we want to formalize what is our legal situation. Everything now is de facto. Right? I mean, it's just what it is. We want to legalize, we want to make format what is the situation. So it's up to you as the chief executive of the city to say, look, hindi namin kaya yun. If you're prepared to do that, then we need to formalize. Usually, there is an ordinance, there is a resolution that is passed. Since you cannot pass a resolution,
we passed it with the secretary last Monday. And nag-assume call kami, we met there as the command post. We passed that.
where's the resolution?
It's the written. It was somebody, I asked Councilor Terry to talk to it. So that's not more.
No, but I mean, listen, this is not an easy big job. It's not, we cannot be like, we're not a barangay council here. You passed it Monday, okay, where is it? Give it to me. If you cannot have a typist typing it, are you functioning or are you not functioning? Simple lang ito. Let's not waste.
I just want to know, okay, are we at hindrance?
No, it's not a question of the hindrance. We need to legalize it. Go talk to your lawyer. This is
What makes it illegal? If you are now doing what you're doing together with us,
no, it's not a question of it's together or it's not. We need to legalize a situation.
what is not legal here?
What is not legal here,
Yes.
what is not legal here is there is no proper recognition, there is no proper conferment of authorities. The authorities as it stands right now is you are the chief executive officer. Alright, so go ahead. You're the chief executive officer. We actually theoretically are not here. We are here because they filed the law.
He's still the president of Tacloban City. I'm just the mayor. We have a problem here, and we need the help of the national government. If we want to legalize it, saying you step aside, then you step aside. If that's the only way that we can get additional help,
No, it's not a question of getting additional help. You're going to get all the help that is necessary, irrespective. What we want to do is we want to legalize it. The president doesn't want it. He wants to legalize it so that, in effect, nobody later on can say, the president just natagaw ng pangangalihan. Everything that you're telling us is not just personal. Okay kami. But 1 month from now, 2 months from now, 5 months from now, what is to prevent somebody from saying, hindi, tinagaw lang ng Pangulo nito eh.
Hindi naman. What about is not illegal for breaking all the help that we're doing? We can question that later.
Absolutely. There is no document that legalizes.
That's precisely why there's a national disaster relief management, because they're supposed to address the situation, this problem.
Listen, the National Disaster Risk Reduction, the National Disaster Law says that the responder is the city. That's the law, alright? This doesn't exist. This is all just in support. Now, if you're saying we want the national government to take over, to do this, to whatever, you need to formalize that. You need to formalize that. It cannot be just an usapan between you and me.
So there must be a approval before we can get help from outside. I mean, before the national government can help us here, it must be approved. I don't know, I'm asking.
No, you're putting words in your mouth.
No, I'm asking, Secretary. I'm sorry, I'm not putting words, I'm asking.
You have to formalize and you say, listen, we cannot do this, can you please take over some of these functions that we are unable to deliver?
Yes. That I have no problem with that.
So can we not formalize that?
Yes.
So when
To
we
be specific. No, I'm just asking. So I'm giving the Secretary. I'm just clarifying this, so, in terms of what we can. If handling this disaster, okay, handling now, be more specific, handling now in trying to get back to our normal, get back to the way we were before, especially, let's say, the cleaning bodies, hindi namin kaya yan. Pagdating natin ng mga cleaning, hindi na namin kaya kasi we're part of it. We're part of the casualty, as you say. Now, in terms of getting to our people, talking to the barangay chairman, having to mobilize to what, to a certain extent, maybe, yes.
how many of the 138 can you touch?
Almost all. Maybe it's to 100 plus, of the 110. Because they've been going to the DSWD and they're giving us the numbers already on the CSWD on how much food they need. That's why they're able to function in the delivery now. That's what's happening.
And they are getting it in terms of from the social welfare they receive.
Yes.
So
That's the mechanism there.
yes, but obviously because the complaints are we're hungry, it's not enough.
But there are complaints, yes. Because in terms of not having enough vehicles to transport, let's say like tomorrow we're finishing it already, the entire 138. Because there was some policies that the secretary should have correct. Because before, the first policy was to get their names, to get this and all that.
We changed the rules.
That's why it was changed. So, it's na yan. Pagkatapos, the barangay officials were able to help with their vehicles that they're already running, so they were able to pick up a lot of these relief goods themselves, together now with the CSWD, who accompanies them and they deliver it now. So that aspect, you must know that's not. Okay. So in terms of that stuff. But in the retrieval of, I go back to that, that's our main problem. And then of course the infrastructure problem. For example, all the electrical clearing of the way, which is done by the WH and done by other LGUs that came here and that's what's happening now.
Correct. So the question is, we need to legalize our informal arrangements. Okay. So I don't know how to, you're the city administrator, you're the lawyer, you're presumably the trusted person. Just explain, we need to legalize this. I don't know why it seems like it's hard to understand. So you cannot pass a resolution, so we need a document that says, please take over, because we cannot do this. This has overwhelmed us, or this is whatever, so we need that to happen. Does anybody have a copy of the Dream Signal? Can you figure it out of the...
Given that the CDR is sending the ball, the House has the responsibility. And actually, if you're going to consider what's actually in the
Well, you're in charge. Right now, legally, you're in charge. But we're already functioning as if we're in charge.
Yes.
Right? I mean, I haven't left here since. So we just want to legalize this. Now, if it's not legalized, then okay, you're in charge and we have you. And that's great. But I'm not going to do it. We need to legalize this. The president is very, very concerned about the ongoing gray area as to whose authorities are operating. So we have to do this.
I can give you a list of figures that the city government needs in order to function. I need manpower, I need logistical equipment, I need
But you really the city government is
yes.
So you have to say,
So if I can give you that list and you say, okay, I'll give it to you, but the only way we'll give it to you is that you have to come up here and you have to come up now with a resolution to show that you cannot function without this list, so we will take over.
how can we put the general? It doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing in the law that says we put the general, for example, of the army under a local government division. That's not allowed.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we lack policemen and
But there are 900 policemen here now.
but they're not under the city government.
No, they're not. Because you cannot function. In other words, your police cannot function.
Because you don't have the personnel. You don't have the people.
Precisely. So, can you function or you cannot function? In which case, we want to
Okay, so we
legalize.
should draft our resolution saying that we cannot function because these are the following things that we don't have it. Then we cannot function.
What that thing might be,
It also show the public now we cannot function because we were hit by a calamity. We were
nobody's
hit by a
questioning that. I don't think anybody's questioning whether you will be calamity or not. But the question is, if it is a functional system, then it will function. It's one thing to be us to be helping you, it's another for us to be the main force. For example, how many tractors or how much equipment of your city engineering is actually working? Precisely. So it is not maybe functioning as the right word, but it has a connotation that being protects or whatever. But the point is, it cannot. So therefore, you say, well, we now surrender, or we now enter to the national government these functions, having to do with this emergency situation. We're not here to collect your taxes, we're not here to collect your NSO data, or to do your budget, no. But with respect to the emergency function, you have to say, you have to legalize our standing here. Otherwise, the acts that we do can be questioned later on.
Okay, so our suggestion for whether we just put it might be specific to our functions.
You need to do that right away, as soon as possible. This has been going on since Sunday. We're supposed to get the president. It's not Thursday, it's going on Friday. So we said, okay, with the, we were all over 10 years, so Monday didn't happen. So today, I was asked, what is it? What legalizes all of you and balls and duties and every other thing and every other spending that we're doing there? But it doesn't exist to us. We're needing to get it done. Otherwise, we're all comfortable. The president has to in any way, at least for anybody who say that you're an adult child or you overstep his authority. No, we did it today. Because this is not going to be over in another week or in another month.
I think we have to specify what the functions.
Yes.
In government. We have to specify what functions in government we are able to do.
Precisely, it's the disaster response. We don't care about anything else. I mean, we're not in any way involved in whatever, everything has had to do with running the city. We are in the disaster response. And so for us to involve, for us to trigger the set of actions within the disaster risk reduction law, there has to be a trigger for that. We cannot do that for our own.
So in essence, we could decide what you're doing from your situation.
Absolutely. We are here because we're just responding to the need, the visible need. But we need to you're a lawyer, you understand the de facto versus the jure. What we want to do is to match the de jure with the de facto.
It's important to define the facto.
Look, may nakita pumapasok sa bahay ng kapitbahay. You cannot involve self-defense, that's not your house. Kahit sa kagandahan loob, you're putting it doon, pinatilo mo. Ang hinihingi lang namin, isang papel that says, to your neighbor, pwede ba, since wala ka dyan, hindi ko kaya pagtayo ng bahay ko, pinagkakaroon ko sa iyo ang kapangyarihan na magpapilin na kung sino man pumasok sa bahay ko. Kasi sa ngayon, pinagpilin namin, we cannot invoke self-defense, we cannot invoke because of our property.
But the president has to be able to use this as a Tacloban. He's the president of Tacloban. This time, if there's a problem in my barangay, in Tacloban, I cannot tell the barangay captain, you have to come close so I can come in there and we can fix it and I can do something. That's not a great idea.
For certain actions, that is correct, but for other actions, we need that to be triggered.
Okay, so let's specify what are those actions.
Precisely.
Also to protect you and protect my
Absolutely. Let's clarify, let's get the document, two aspects of it.
But can we clarify it tonight what functions are?
It's up to you. You make the list. You're the ones who says we need your help here, here, and here. It's not for us to tell you. You say, look, we are unable to make a general statement. We are unable to function. We are able to deliver operationals, whatever, our duties under the national disaster, under the disaster risk reduction. A city disaster risk reduction is under this, we only have training equipment. We only have our policemen are not showing up. Our this and that are like this and so on and so forth. We have exhausted the prepackaged goods that we set aside, it was washed away because this was that. Accordingly, for the functions of this, for the functions of responding to this calamity, we would like to trigger section XYZ of the disaster risk reduction where the government takes over. That is what Ben did in Zamboanga. That is, and therefore it was all very clear. So either you have to, it's not threat or anything, but we need that to legalize our presence. We need that to legalize our because under our law, that's what is necessary.
Under our law, that's necessary to get it up.
The public at once to know sa bahay. But it's guaranteed to all of this down the road, operating, there's no money. We just need to utilize this because this is going to be much longer, with more people, more resources, more money spent, etc. So we need to utilize it now, early when it is still, early in the fall of the early sort of thing. So if this goes on too long, then it becomes problematic.
That's not true. There's a bigger disaster. It's without the
But we need a piece of paper that the Jew realizes what is happening. So that's it. I mean, it's the same as that. We've been waiting for this document. For example, curfew. We cannot impose a curfew just like that. Oh.
So, Secretary, kung actually, this is sa APRNC
Exactly.
resolution, which was conversion of Tacloban as a member of this. Actually, regional care at disaster risk management. But it's only in the form of a resolution of the RDMC, na Tacloban City as one of its members is now asking for that.
We want to attend to the political sensitivity. The political sensitivity is it has to be, the president recognizes the devolution of powers in the LGU. If it is the Regional Development Council, then it could easily be said that the president influenced all the regional directors. Kasi mga empleyado niya lahat ng regional directors. We just wanted that the locals would say, we invoke this, it's fine. That's wonderful. It's not, if it is just the regional, we could have passed it at any time. But it is...
I just clarify being specific also because I don't want also appeal that parang in man. That's why we specify the functions that we are
So just,
according in relation to this disaster.
absolutely.
Yes. So no argument with that, sir.
Okay, we should do that. Alright, so then we can get a service. I'm not saying...
In fact, in the resolution, it's more than obvious.
Yung recommendation for to declare state of emergency.
So where's the resolution?
Sulat ang gusto niyo eh.
But you said in the resolution it's more than that. But what is the resolution? It doesn't exist. So just convert whatever the term, the part of that into a letter, and that's fine.
The meeting with the president, or the NDRFC, the minutes may serve as the
What minutes or what report you know?
yung presidential aside, yung video that will serve as the minutes for the meeting.
Why don't we just work?
Just write us
Since the
a
secretary wants it tomorrow,
No,
I have to come up with the letter.
I'm not giving you a deadline. Let me be very clear. I don't want it to be said that we give a deadline, but I'm just trying to say that every day, what is it? What is it?
Actually, it was discussed among the councilors. And when we spoke of state of emergency, we feel, and we discussed that, the security problem was a lot. There's a great difference now than it was before.
Exactly. So, because the urgency is no longer there, baka magkalimutan. So, alam mo, parang ano yan, kaya ayusin na natin ngayon. Like now, security is okay. Okay, when when something happens in NCR, or in Region 4A, or in Region 5, or in Region Digong Duterte wants his people back, and you start sending this back. Later on, we need the people, we need the people. You guys did not want to put this under. So, linawin lang natin. Because the president, for example, as the chief executive, whose responsibility is to other constituencies.
Understand secretary, but in nature also, even the PNP, when you say it's under the control of the mayor, it's really not under the control of the mayor. Even though the officers down there, sorry, it doesn't public report, it doesn't get even though I request you, now you know that if I've lost all these PNP officers, I don't really have better control. I don't think the city government doesn't pay for their salary. Obviously, if we lose so much, and I request to replace this much, it should be given to the CPO. So, just like in any normal country.
Precisely. So the point is, let's formalize it so that we can actually legalize what is happening. Diba? So,
Ako naman, it's also as in also as possible, I don't want to burden also the national government. I'm saying there is that yung mga police namin, we have a problem with the police that's national in nature. They get their salary from the national government. We're allotted 325 reported after the calamity. It's been already 6 days. If they're no longer, kung awal na talaga lahat yan, it's the responsible of the region to put additional 300 again. It's not unresponsible to go after this remaining 270. It's national government.
So therefore, you as the chief, as the head of the city Peace and Order Council, have to say, I as the chairman of the Peace and Order Council of the city say we can no longer do this because of the following reason. So we ask the national government to take over the imposition of checkmate. They are already here.
So, ang secretary, bakit naman pag-yes na makakaw dito, makakawakan yung oras? Yung gray area, hindi pinapansin. I don't even request it. They come in here, they hold it. They do that. Every fiesta, whether we like it or not, they come in here, they bring in their people here, and they hold it. And then now they're telling us, when we lose this policeman, I cannot request. I cannot request it's all or nothing. Either we come as the national, you take over, or you don't get augmented. If that's what there's no choice to make.
Were you not augmented? Listen, this is
I was not augmented, Mr. Secretary. That's not under, it's different. It's not under control. Chief of Police is different. In fact, I feel bad because the Chief of Police knows the terrain here. When you bring police from the national, they do not know the terrain in Tacloban. I delivered goods 3 nights ago and it was very peaceful. I only had 2 men with me. And if we get, I'm giving the men that we want, we can normalize it. Just ibalik lang yung 300. Kung hindi, bigyan naman ako.
Those 300 did not be from Tacloban. They're not from the Legion.
Many are from the Legion and from Tacloban.
No, hold on. The people that are augmented, the people that are providing the presence here are not from Tacloban. They're from 4A, they're from Big One, they're from...
Even though they're not from here, even if you would say, men are not from there, but some of the officers are still here. Even the Chief of Police is the native Taclobano. He knows the terrain. It will help them. It will help a whole lot, rather than bringing so many people to do nothing. That's what I understand. But, Mr. Secretary, if you're saying, and it's clear in my mind that it's a gray area, that we relinquish, so take over is all or not, then I don't know.
It's a question of choice or no choice of individual. It's a question of recognizing what is the situation. Now, if you have problems with your fiesta, this is not the time or the place to figure out whether people from the region come in to take over during your
It's a
fiesta.
practice in local government that if we need additional policemen, we'll allot that particular company. Most half of them. And we request from the Now, what I see now is not be augmented, brought in the national, which is good, because anything for the people, that's fine with me. I understand that, that's okay with me. Then, I have no problem with that. You specify in a letter already, these are the following things that I get, but I will have to quote them because I'm not augmented the people that I'm those.
Whatever you want to get into whatever topic
No,
you
I'm
want.
not.
But listen, I mean, we just want to legalize this. So write whatever letter you want. We look at it. If it suffices for our purposes, then it's fine. If it doesn't suffice, we'll say we will clarify it. But so long as this is not clear, it's still coming, then it just makes life harder for our lives. So that's all it is. You know, I mean, that's it. For example, the city engineers, okay, you need it, okay. You have three functions. Are you saying, therefore, augment it, put the regional, whatever it is, the agencies of the two together, you want it under you? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so then just say, we only have three items ready, we only have three heavy equipment working, and we need to do this, and we won't discuss and everything, so please take over the tasks of cleaning, dumping, etc., or whatever verbs you want to put there, and period. And everything within the ambit of responding to this Yolanda disaster. And that's it. Okay. No, I mean, look, it's tough. I mean, it's tough for everybody. It's 7 days, but we need to just get these things because, you know, every day it's being policing. So it's obvious that even if you discussed it in the nature of a resolution, it's not going to be passed as a resolution. It's not going to come into being as a resolution because the councillors are not present. So therefore, just write the letter. Just say, I as mayor, supported by the vice mayor, supported by whoever councillor is present, witnessed by the city administrator, say, look, these are the facts. And in view of this, in order for proper response to the Yolanda disaster that was befalling our city, we want the city government to, but we want the national government to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Having said that, can we have
We have a meeting tomorrow. Before the meeting, we will submit the letter.
But even before or after the meeting, we need to get a sense of how much penetration we're getting relative food delivery in each of the 128 kilometers of we need to, I don't know, if DSW has the data, if it doesn't, it must come from you. But I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 5 sacks, 2 sacks, 3 noodles, 1, I don't know. And then relative to the population, the number of families, etc. How many pozos are existing? You have the information. Are they working on it? So we need to get that profile so that we have a sense of, well, here we are on day 7, and what's the picture going to be like on day 14? And we think what has to happen so that that picture changes in the nature that we want it to change. But that's already after the fact of the authorization. We're now back to operational. Okay? Sure. Yeah.
I will propose as a priority to Yes. I will also put that it's going to be very based on this.
But
If it is, no, I'm just saying.
Don't put very slow.
I won't put it, but I'm
because the first response is really city.
I'm just telling you. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. What are you saying?
I would just say, if I were you, I'm just putting the letter, we're unable, we don't have the manpower, the equipment, or whatever should be earlier. We're unable to do this. The moment you go into very slow, it's going to go into a ping pong, and they're more responsible. So then it becomes a ping pong, it becomes now, why is it slow? Because slow is a judgment versus a standard. No,
I'm
it's
going
not
to
really.
be I'm going to be
Yeah, exactly. So then say, okay, well, whatever it might be, but you know, providing you made that very yourself. You were very, it's not that you were very,
on the way.
We are meeting with
I am hired
okay, so something like that, we would say, I mean, let's say for tomorrow, I'm going to you a food pack for every volunteer. That, you know, I mean, it's like that. It becomes like this, so that we have a 100 body bag at the doors. At the end of the day, you issue 100 food packs. That way, at least it becomes food for work. It becomes fasting. Now, when the DPWH equipment says, okay, we're going to have, we need 10 at the doors for every dump truck. Here's the food for work with that, and all they have to do is take it back. Put it on the dump trucks, so on and so forth. So it becomes now operational people. But then it allows, it legalizes the presence of regional equipment, private equipment, commandeered equipment, and also some other equipment that are linked to it for the legal stuff, for the response to
Can I ask you also? I hope this is not also the reason why
Because absolutely, why? Would you?
I'm just asking.
Absolutely not. I mean, you think that we would be here playing stupid games?
No, that's not the reason.
No, meaning,
Because you were hindered by some legal aspects.
no, that's why already, ako naman yung sumagot sa, okay, de facto. For example, a citizen can charge the PNP. Why are you imposing curfew? Where's the ordinance?